Hey folks, welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. Today I'll be looking at a brew that my good mate and work colleague Marty has been encouraging me to review for a wee while now. Stone and Wood Pacific Ale, 4.4% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by the Stone and Wood Brewing Company of Byron Bay in New South Wales, Australia. Now, according to Beer Advocate, its style is an American Pale Ale. Alright, and shoe fly. Yeah, it's October here and the flies are already driving me insane. Alright, well, anyway, let's not waste any time. We'll get stuck into this. I'm going to crack off the cap here with my Star Trek bottle opener. And I'll pour it out into what was once a nicely chilled craft beer glass. Alright. So let's give it a good pour. Okay. So, as far as the appearance goes, it's a slightly hazy, but quite effervescent straw yellow colour, which is kind of surprising for this style. Yeah, it's very kind of reminiscent of the colour of a Budweiser, oddly. Alright, but yeah, I can see those bubbles streaming up there. It does look good. And we've got just a little over 2 fingers of, fluffy off-white head there too. Alright, let me just top this up. Ooh, gee whiz, that has really frothed up nicely. Anyway, we've talked about the appearance, so onto the aroma. Alright, well, there's a definite hop presence there. I'm smelling, a lot of, tropical fruits. You could say passion fruit, pineapple, and a bit of orange there as well. So, yeah, a very strong kind of smell of tropical fruits and, citrus. Yeah, but I think that's to be expected. I believe that they're using Galaxy hops, so yeah, that really does give it that kind of aroma. Alright, well, I'm expecting this to be somewhat hop forward with this, quite strong, hop aroma. I'm not really picking up any grain there, actually, but anyway, I've babbled enough about the appearance and the aroma, so that could only mean that it's time for the most important part of the review, the taste test. So cheers to you, the audience, and an even bigger cheers to my good mate Marty. Alright, let's dive in. Alright, well, yeah, I'm getting those fruits. That's really the, predominant flavour. Yeah, it, finishes, quite dry. Yeah, I mean, for something that's, so fruity, and, has such a strong, hop presence, in the aroma, its bitterness is quite minimal. Actually, the sort of residual taste I'm getting is sort of the malt, believe it or not. There's a nice sort of sweet sort of malty flavour that, lingers in the palate afterwards. There's still, obviously, those that taste of tropical fruits and all that, but, it's quite well balanced, and, I think they've done, a really superb job with this brew. They've created, well, in my opinion, created something quite unique. Anyway, time for another gulp. Alright, well, it's certainly, holding that taste profile. A nice, balance of, sweet malts and, fruity, hop flavours there, but, not overly bitter. Its body is, quite thin and almost watery, but I don't like using, that term watery because that's not a good thing. But it's definitely on the thin side. It's definitely one that's going to quench the thirst, in the summer months. A great summer refresher. and that's always good to see. It's you know, certainly at 4.4% ABV, you know, quite drinkable, and you know, it's yeah, going to be one that you can really you know, have a good session on, like, as well. I mean, with its you know, non-offensive flavour, it you know, really is going to go down a treat, you know, on a summer's day. Alright, so it's time I wrapped this up, I believe, and gave it a score out of 10. Alright, well, all in all, it's not a bad brew at all. You know, very refreshing, has a nice, you know, flavour about it. It's not overly bitter, you know, it's quite well balanced, and yeah, I mean, it's very drinkable and very sessionable at the you know, ABV of 4.4%. Alright, so I'd probably be more than happy to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. So there you go, folks. An 8.5 out of 10 for Stone and Wood Pacific Ale. Alright, so thanks for joining me. I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the remainder of this brew. So, until next time, fare thee well, all.